Welcome back to another episode. My name is Kendrick Codes, and before we get started with today's message, go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the page. I'm telling you all, it truly means a lot to me. Number one, that you're watching this video, and then secondly, for all the people who have liked and subscribed to the page. The other thing too, it helps me grow the page and helps me spread the message that I often have every week. So today's topic, another one that I always think about, and something that I hear sometimes, and it's similar to Keeping Up with the Joneses. And this one is the I'll be happy when syndrome. So what does that even mean? So a lot of times you'll hear people say, well, I'll be happy when I get a new job. I'll be happy when I have some more money. I'll be happy when people stop disrespecting me. I'll be happy when I get that new house. I'll be happy when I find that perfect boyfriend or girlfriend. And this can be extremely dangerous, especially when you are placing your own happiness into somebody else or an object. Let me say that again. That can be extremely dangerous when you put yourself in a position where you are depending on somebody else or another thing or an object to make you happy. Because a lot of times, let's just face it, a lot of people will disappoint you. And if you put all of your hope and all of your trust in somebody to make you happy, there's a deeper issue going on. And that deeper issue is with you. A lot of times we look outward for other things or other people to make us happy. But the true happiness comes from within. And until you can master your own happiness and being proud of your own self, proud of your own successes without having to seek the validation from other people, that's true happiness right there. Just think, I see this all the time. And it goes for both sides, men and women. I'll see people post something. They won't get the likes that they deserve or thought they were going to get. And then they delete the post and then repost it at another time. And that just tells me, and again, I could be completely wrong, but a lot of times people, when they don't get the likes that they think they're going to get or that they want, they're seeking more validation through social media. And a lot of people, I bet you can answer this one. How many people that like your posts actually talk to you? How many people that like your posts actually truly care about you and your own happiness and your own well-being? Those are the questions that I often ask. Now, there are people that will follow you, that support you from a distance, and that's fine and dandy. But we've got to get out of this thought process of depending on other people to make us happy. We have to start doing the deep work of looking within and asking our own selves, why am I not happy? Why am I seeking other things or other people to make me happy? Because in my opinion, until you can make or look yourself in the mirror and ask yourself that very question, I believe that it's just going to continue to be a long path of disappointment if you're not truly happy with your own self and that happiness is coming from you. Again, you've got to look yourself in the mirror, ask yourself the question, why am I not happy? Why do I depend on other people to make me happy? Why do I depend on other things to make me happy? Similar to Keeping Up with the Joneses. Your next door neighbor may get a flower, plant, a new fence, a new car. Sometimes you see a lot of people, a couple weeks, a couple months, they'll do the same thing. Folks, Your happiness begins with you and only you. Similar to success, your success is dependent on you. Yeah, sometimes you have to sacrifice dating. Sometimes you have to sacrifice going out. Sometimes you have to sacrifice being around other people and being with your own self. Because at that point, when you spend enough time with your own self, you learn about yourself. We use so many different things for distractions to mask some of our deeper rooted issues. And that begins, or that brings up the question, why? We're uncomfortable being with ourselves. We're uncomfortable being alone. That's the deep work. Until we can do the deep work and ask ourselves these very questions, it's a recipe for a long journey of disappointment. So what are things that you can do to do the deep work to create your own happiness? Number 1, spend time with your own self. Yes, it is extremely painful. I've been there, I've done that. But spend the time, journal. Think about what's triggering your unhappiness. Number 2, exercise, lift weights. I think everybody should lift weights. I remember running a program for retirees, and I had them lifting weights. They felt the best that they ever felt in their lives. Because when you have confidence in your own body, it trickles down. Get fit. Put some time in your own health. And number 3, stop looking for validation from social media and other people. Yes, validation is nice. Gives us kind of an added motivation for whatever we're going for, whatever we're trying to accomplish. But sometimes we have to learn to get our own validation from our own selves, not from other people. So as I always say, let that marinate. Think about those things. Are you unhappy because you're looking for other people to validate how great you are? Are you unhappy because you're trying to keep up with other people and lifestyles that just don't mesh with yours? These are questions you have to ask. And I challenge each and every one of you watching this video to ask yourselves those very questions and spend some time with yourselves. So again, let that marinate. Think about it. Make sure you like and subscribe to this video. And until next time, I'm out.